Hey there, car enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the world of Porsche, a brand that has been turning heads and burning rubber for decades. We're talking about a company that can make a Volkswagen Beetle look sexy. Yes, that's right. The people who brought you the 911 also brought you the car that looked like a Nazi's helmet. Don't worry though, we'll get to that later. Buckle up, because we've got some fun facts that will make you fall in love with Porsche all over again. First, we're going to talk about the name Porsche, named after the founder, Ferdinand Porsche. It's like naming your dog Dog or your cat Cat, but somehow it just works. Ferdinand Porsche, now there was a man who knew how to handle a spanner. He was a proper petrolhead, a grease monkey with a vision, and that vision was to build the best cars the world had ever seen. He started out working for the Austro-Hungarian Imperial Technical Automotive Development Department. After they lost the war, he ended up designing cars for Mercedes-Benz, but he always wanted to build his own cars, his own way. So, he packed up his spanners, grabbed his best wrench, and set up shop in a little old sawmill in Austria. And that's something that's always stayed with them, through all the years, through all the victories, through all the screaming engines and tyre smoke. Now let's talk about the first car that Ferdinand Porsche ever rolled out of that sawmill. It was called the Porsche 356. The 356 was a thing of beauty, all sleek lines and curves in all the right places. Underneath that sleek exterior, though, beat the heart of a lion. Okay, maybe not a lion, more like a very enthusiastic badger. The 356 was a small car, and it wasn't exactly packing a huge engine. But what it lacked in brute force, it made up for in handling. That little car could dance around corners like nobody's business. The 356 was just the beginning, paving the way for all the other iconic Porsches that followed.
Now, we can't talk about Porsche without talking about racing, can we? Because let's face it, Porsche and racing go together like Germans and efficiency. Porsche has been a dominant force in motorsport for decades, racking up more victories than you've had hot dinners. We're talking over 24,000 races won. From Le Mans to the Nürburgring, from Daytona to Spa, Porsche has conquered them all. They've raced everything from tiny little sports cars to massive fire-breathing prototypes. They've even got a few victories at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is basically the Super Bowl of endurance racing. Porsche doesn't just want to win, they want to dominate. They use racing to test new technologies, to find new ways to make their cars even faster, even more agile, even more capable.
Of course, we can't talk about Porsche without talking about the 911. It's the car that put Porsche on the map, the car that every other sports car is measured against. It's been in continuous production since 1964, which is longer than some of you have been alive. The 911 is a true icon, a legend, a car that has transcended the automotive world and become a cultural touchstone. It's the car that Steve McQueen drove in Le Mans, the car that every kid had on their bedroom wall. But the 911 is more than just a pretty face. It's also one of the most capable sports cars ever made. It's fast, it handles like it's on rails, and it's got an engine note that will make the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. If you ever get the chance to drive a 911, do it. You won't regret it.
Now, you might think that a company like Porsche, a company with such a rich history in motorsport, a company that's built its reputation on building gas-guzzling speedsters, wouldn't be interested in electric cars. But you'd be wrong. Because Porsche, like the rest of the automotive world, is embracing the electric revolution. In fact, they've already launched their first all-electric car, the Taycan. The Taycan is a proper Porsche, through and through. It's fast. It handles like a dream, and it looks absolutely stunning. The Taycan is proof that you can have it all: performance, luxury, and eco-friendliness. So the next time you see a Porsche, don't just think of it as a sports car. Think of it as a company that's leading the way into the future of the automobile.
And there you have it, folks. Some fun facts about Porsche that you can share at your next car meet or dinner party. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a date with a bottle of scotch and a rerun of Le Mans 71. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more awesome car content. See you next time.